Record player, I'm pretty certain this one's in a similar vein. 2 cost inkable item. Whenever you play a song, chosen character gets -2 until the start of your turn. Hit parade. Your character's named Stitch counts as having +1 cost to sing songs. Don't see.
I like the artwork apart from that, and I also like the fact that it can specifically target Stitch characters. I just think it's fun. I just don't think it's playable.
Fun card, not very good. Mark?
Yeah.
I agree.
Awesome. Moving on to the concert hall, which is common. That one was common as well, by the way. This is a 1 cost location, the first location we've had. It says characters count as having +2 cost to sing songs while here. The drawback, of course, being that is 1 cost uninkable. The drawback being you have to pay 2 to move characters to it, and it only has 6 health. This card is actual garbage. Someone disagree with?
Whoa.
Someone disagree? Someone disagree with me?
Everything in Amber
might get weird and decide that they really want their 1-drop Cinderella to sing a whole new world.
It just doesn't feel necessary in Amber. Like,
Amber has singers anyway, so why give singers extra? Also,
Amber
it doesn't gain passive
hurt.
laws, so it just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Amber Steel hurts anyway because they always have a singer to sing whatever song they want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the cost of the song, and they don't want it. They'd have to take multiple turns off curve in order to get characters into here to potentially sing a higher song. Just they'll just play the character that would do it instead, and it also doesn't gain them any lore. This
no, it has no lore gain. It is actual factual garbage card. So anyway, moving on to a rare. A rare location. It's actually called a character here, but I don't think it is. So this is 2 costs of inkable. It is the Underworld, the River Styx. Whenever a character quests while here, you may pay 3. If you do, return a character card from your discard to your hand. The only upside to this card is it gains you 1 lore a turn. It has 6 health, and you need to pay 2 to move a character here.
It's so bad.
Why? This is only moderately better than the one we just looked at.
Why do you pay 3? You already are doing the difficult thing of getting a character there.
Yeah. You have to pay 5 to get a character from your discard to your hand. Just do anything that says draw a card instead.
Yeah.
Basically. Anybody disagree that this card is virtually as bad as the last one we looked at?
My favourite thing about this card is the artwork.
I agree.
Cool artwork. I like the Underworld.
Yep. It can't even put it in any deck with Hercules, like for the movie variant of the build, because it's shit in that as well. So, yeah. Anyway, we're moving on to purple now. Another Madrigal. This is an uncommon. This is a vanilla uncommon. He's a 3 cost 3/4. Never mind. The animal expert doesn't do anything. The artwork is fucking awesome.
Really detailed.
Yeah, fight me if you disagree. There's all sorts in it. It's great. You just keep seeing more little critters. Love it to pieces. My favourite purple card is up next. This is Belle, Accomplished Mystic. She is a super rare. She is a 5 cost 4/4. She is inkable. She has shift 3. Whenever you play this character, you can move up to 3 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. I think this is my favourite new purple card. I love this card. I think this card is going to be very good. And anybody want to disagree with me? Fight me IRL. The artwork's also fucking gorgeous.
Artwork's really good.
This card has realistically no downside.
No. Yeah, she's amazing.
Even if you play her at her worst, she's a 5 mana 4/4 that quests for 2, which is an on-curve 5/5.
Yep.
And if you play her at her best, she deals 6 damage essentially.
Yep.
Also, she can be bounced by the snake package.
Yes, she can.
She's a recurable lady in a chair, basically.
She is amazing.
It's inkable.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so this card is, I think, with Beast, the draw cards thing, where they're trying to damage it, and you're just like, yeah, you can damage it, I'll heal it, and just fling the damage back at you, and fucking off we go again. Yeah, I love it. I really like this card.
She also came up every single time I was playing Red-Purple last night, because I just moved the damage off of Mother Gothel to win the game. I was like, cute game.
Yeah, really, really good card. Really good. I love this card. I think this one is going to be hard pressed and in a lot of decks really early, and she's beautiful.
And £4.50.
And she has beautiful artwork as well. So there we go, super rare. Belle, untrained mystic, as opposed to an accomplished mystic. She is common. This is in German, so I can't read that, so let's click on the button. What does she do? She says she's a 3-cost inkable. Here, don't do it. When you play this character, move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Meh, I guess? Is that...
I'd say meh compared to the fact that on the same turn, technically, if you have an earlier bell.
Yep. Oh god, I've moved. Go back.
And 1 for 1. She's a 3/3 that quests for 1.
Yep. She's a bit meh.
Yeah.
We don't like that one. Moving on to Bruno Madrigal, Out of the Shadows. This one is rare. He's a 5-cost uninkable. 4/5 quest for 1. When you play this character, chosen character gains. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may return this card to your hand this turn. Just meh. There's just nothing about this.
I don't think it's going to be like any high meta play. I do
I
kind
know.
of like it though.
Yeah, I like the card. I just don't think it's going to suit.
Like when you're playing draft, this card's probably like.
Oh yeah. This is definitely a limited card. Like we've failed to mention just how many of the cards that we've said are a bit meh are actually in limited, draft and sealed, actually quite playable. This one being one of them.
He's probably playable in standard as well. To be fair, depending on how the meta shifts. Like,
realistically, oh, actually, hold on. So, if you banish in a challenge, return this card to the hand. Yeah. So, the card that gets banished in a challenge, does it technically leave the board, or does it go straight from the board to the hand?
It still gets banished, so it'll still hit the graveyard.
Yeah, it still hits.
You can't combo it with Goat then, or something.
No.
Because that's it still hits the graveyard. You get the 1 law regardless.
Yeah, so you
get the 1, but then you don't get the 1 for it going back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. But with stuff like that, it's actually there's some combo plays I think available to him, but I don't think he's very good.
No, at least he's like 4/5.
Remain and Medusa, Dragon. He can in the late game. He might have like a lot of obscure use in like purple red.
That's true.
Purple steel.
Yeah. He is uninkable though, and purple red has a lot of uninkables already.
They'll probably start running less Be Prepared soon.
True.
Like they've got more and more ETB effects that are good.
We have another Bruno Madrigal next. That is a super rare, and I think this is the one that I think could be with Mark's squirrel obsession. So this is
It looked like he's from the BFG.
I know, right?
Cartoon.
Because he's surrounded by mice, which is kind of funky. I love the artwork in this new set. I don't think I can overstate just how cool the artwork is in this new set. But anyway, he's a 4-cost 3/3 evasive that quests for 1, which is not super relevant because name a card, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is the named card, put it into your hand and gain 3 lore. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. I actually think there could be decks that try and abuse this, involving Squirrels and the other Madrigals. But I don't think they will be very good.
I think it is fun. It's a fun card.
Fun card.
It makes it more fun the fact that you gain 3 if you get it right.
Yeah.
Game 3 is pretty big, so but apart from that, yeah.
Mark?
Viewing it as an evasive 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card.
Okay, if you can do that.
I mean, just be right.
You just be right, yeah. I mean, if that
is the most Mark thing to say.
Yeah, you just be right. I mean, Squirrel. That's all I've got to say to you. Merlin Squirrel.
It's definitely doable. Like
reflection. Don't forget that reflection.
Reflection.
Yeah, it might actually be really, really good. A 4-mana evasive 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card feels strong. All you need to do is get an Ursula's Cauldron down or something.
Oh yeah.
Boss is on a roll.
Boss is on a roll. You could all 5 cards on top of your deck. Yeah, you just have to try and remember what fucking order you put them on there in.
I'd say a 4-mana 3/3 that quests for 3 and draws you a card's good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. I've high hopes for Bruno Madrigal. I hope he works, but he also kills Minnie Mouse. Just as a thought.
Yeah.
So
really, really good.
It could be, but I want it to be. I'm not convinced it's going to be. The next one is a Camillo Madrigal Prankster. She's a 4-cost 2/5, which I like to begin with. She is inkable. At the start of your turn, you may choose one. This character gains +1 lore, so as you quest for 1 normally, or for 2 if you pick that one. Or this character gains Challenger 2, so it becomes a 4/5 when challenging. I quite like this.
I forgot about this card. I actually like it.
I like this.
Depending on how you're playing, you can switch. Don't know about meta relevancy, but I still actually think it is good. Like, it could be a card that finds its way in somehow.
Yeah, I think for sealed and draft, I think this card is freaking great.
Yeah,
very good.
This card, super strong limited card.
It's just a bit too weak for a 4-drop in the current metagame,
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Competing with Rabbit and
Unless the meta
Haskell
changes, but even
and
then.
Bruno, what you doing, Google? No.
What are you doing? Yeah, I just think she's not quite strong enough to be a powerhouse in constructed, but I think in limited, this card is absolutely a powerhouse. If you're building a sealed deck, this card is very good. So yes, uncommon. She's uncommon. Dolores Madrigal, easy listener. This is a common. She's a 4-cost, 3/3. When you play this character, if an opponent has an exerted character in play, draw a card. She quests for 2. Another quite good limited card, but for constructed, very poor for 4-cost. Very poor.
3/3 quest for 2 is nice. The 4-cost is a bit heavy, but I feel like most of the time your opponent will have some exerted.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah.
At that point.
I just think
it's a question of whether or not it's better than 3-drop Maleficent, right?
exactly, and she's not.
No.
Yeah.
She's not. And she, you got 3-drop Maleficent that sings Friends on the Other Side, and she sings Bosses on a Roll, which it's not quite as good in my opinion. I just think Maleficent's better. So, and then again, like Mark said, out of 4 in purple, you are competing with Rabbit and Goat, and they are better. So, yeah, your 4-drops. Rare next, Elsa Storm Chaser. She's a 3-cost uninkable 1/4. She quests for 1. She exerts to chosen character, gains Challenger +2 and Rush, and I just think this card is a bit naff, to be honest.
I think it's dependent on the meta. This card, it could be either phenomenal and like an actual powerhouse, or complete garbage.
Okay.
It depends on what decks people want to play.
I just think if you want something with Rush or anything like that, you've got better cards that have them built in.
It's more in case the green-red evasive deck's actually good, because then you can play like a Pascal afterwards or something.
I guess.
Play Pascal, push through, or like it depends on what the metagame is like. Also, you can shift the big Elsa onto it.
You can shift a big Elsa onto it, that is true.
And unless there's anything else in this set, this is the best Elsa target you've got for big Elsa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also do cool, if you just you can combo with Rabbit.
She probably needed to be a 1/5 though.
Yeah.
So she could survive the opponent's foxes and stuff. And
yeah, my
1/4's not bad, but yeah.
I think if the meta shifts into being what you said, where this card becomes relevant, I think there are a lot of cards that get rid of this card before it becomes relevant.
It's matchup dependent and thingy. Like, it all depends on the meta. In the meta where she's good, she's like one of the best cards in the game. In the meta where she's bad, she's one of the worst cards in the game.
Yeah, I just think that she doesn't do anything the turn she comes in, which is always a problem for me when you're trying to use stuff. You're just going to sit there and do nothing and hope that you have things to use with her next turn. Again, good artwork, good idea, not good execution, in my opinion anyway. Next we have 2 cards. Actually, no, they're not together. Why are they not together? I'm going to skip one. So we actually have.
I was just noticing that.
Yeah, why are they not all together? I'm gonna go with 3 cards. They're all. Oh no. So we'll start with Jetsam because he's the common. Jetsam is Ursula's baby. He's a 3 ink, a 3-cost inkable, 2/4 with Challenger 2, which gives your characters called Flotsam Challenger 2. He quests for 1. That's the first one. The second one is Flotsam. He's a 3-cost uninkable 4/2. Whenever this character is banished in a challenge, return it to your hand. And Jetsam gets the same thing. He gives your Jetsams the same thing. And finally, an uncommon, Flotsam and Jetsam, Entangled Eels. Shift and discard 2 cards. God only knows why you would ever want to do that. For a 5-cost, for a 6-cost. 5/5 that quests for 2. I did these all together because I don't think any of them are very good. with the possible exception of the 2/4 with Challenger 2. That's 3 cost.
I think that Jetsam is the best out of the 3. I feel like the Flotsam and Jetsam is the worst out of the 3.
Yes.
I can't actually remember the previous Flotsam and Jetsams in the set. One of them gives rush, one of them gives evasive, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Usually they give them to the wrong one. So, for example,
Flotsam have
So you would want Flotsam to give Jetsam rush and whatever it is to make this one good. And if I remember rightly, they don't do that. The only thing I would say is if you run all of them in purple green, would the 5 cost one actually then be good? To which I answer. I answer myself no, because the shift is discard 2 cards, which nobody in their right mind would ever want to do. Not for the power level of a 5/5 that quests for 2 with no evasive or ward or anything like that. So yeah, you do all that, you discard 2 cards, and then your opponent just sings along Came Zeus with the new thing, and you feel bad as you negative 4 yourself. So yes.
My only contribution to the Flotsam Jetsam debate is that I ran. Was it Jetsam was the one with the 2/2 with ward?
Yes.
The green card. I forget that was even a thing.
Yes, there is one that has
I
ward.
enjoyed that one.
I suppose that the other ones, if you have all the other Flotsam and Jetsams in play, the big one would get Challenger, Ward, Evasive, and Rush. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's good.
The problem is, I think Jetsam has the better
He does.
characteristics. So Jetsam from the I've just had to pull up the other 2 sets.
Okay.
Jetsam,
same.
Jetsam is the one that had evasive in the first set, and ward in set 3.
Yep.
And Flotsam got
Rush in set 1.
Well, he got Rush in set 1, and he didn't get anything in set 3. He was just a 5/2, but Jetsam's got +3.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I guess it's kind of cool to play the Flotsam to give you Jetsam. Rush, but at the same point, the Flotsam is a 5 cost, uninkable. The Jetsam is 3. You're gonna have Jetsam out before Flotsam.
They should all cost about roughly 50% of what they cost, and even then they would still only be very marginally playable.
I think they've just done them in the wrong order of because if you want a decent line of play, even then they're not that playable, but at least they might see some sort of play.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're bad on purpose.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, coming up to my second favourite card in purple, because although I do love Flotsam and Jetsam, and by the way, the artwork on the Flotsam and Jetsam card is another one that has amazing artwork. So yeah. So plus side for the artwork, I think they're amazing. But moving on to Isabel Madrigal, the Golden Child. She is rare. She's 5 cost, inkable 3/4 with evasive. During your turn, if no other character has quested this turn, this character gets +4 law, and whenever this character quests, your other characters cannot quest for the rest of this turn. I think this card is amazing. Prove me wrong.
Ties to Medusa.
Medusa's getting banned, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean Medusa.
She's not getting banned.
Medusa needs to be banned.
Even good.
This card is amazing. Prove me wrong.
Medusa.
One card. That's just one thing. What? Why? Other than that, is bad. Like everything we've mentioned so far dies to Medusa. All of them.
She dies to Medusa the turn after she comes in, so she never gets the quest.
And then you quest with everything else, and they've used their Medusa, and you slam your beast and cackle maniacally.
It's that turn 6. Next turn you go ha 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 ha.
I kind of like it.
I've already taken their be prepared with my Ursula. Fuck off.
How many colours are you running?
All of them. Yeah.
So I know I'm stretching into a different colour for this, but it's cool that she can quest for 4 if needed, but I feel like Ray's better.
That's fair.
He's a 5 cost, 3/3. You're going to have something else that's going to quest, probably taking you over that 4 barrier.
But Harry, Medusa kills him.
Oh, I know.
That's why he sees no play. That's specifically why he sees no play.
But I feel like Ray is more playable than Isabella.
Okay.
If Medusa didn't exist, I would play Ray.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't care what.
I still think Isabella is a good card and fantastic artwork.
Yes, I do. I
just think Ray's better. just because yes, the questing for 4 is nice, especially if she's the only card you can get out, and but like Ray, if you have 1 extra card out, you're doing the same thing as her.
Okay, I guess.
She can survive a smash, but the only card we're bothered about forever now is Medusa. So
I despise the fact that you have both ruined this card for me, and I really like this card.
I still like her.
I want this card to be good. I want Medusa to be banned. I think the card is.
Medusa's just bad ravenous chupacabra.
It's just
Medusa's fine.
Shut up, Mark.